Happy birthday, dear Virgo. I am delighted to present this special reading for you. Virgo, you have been so instrumental in my work. I have had Virgo folks reaching out to me over the whole time my channel's been alive. So thank you for your faithful following of these messages. It's time to make a wish. What is it that you're wishing for, Virgo, when it comes to this year that's upcoming? Let's dive into the cards today and see what they have for you. I'm going to do an oracle reading, and I'm also going to pull the tarot for us. So let's get started right now. Remember that not all messages will resonate with everyone. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else who is watching this reading with you, my darling Virgo. What is it that Spirit has for you this beautiful Virgo season 2025? Yes, Spirit, what do you have? Look at how the cards all want to jump to the they all want to jump to the front of the line. What do we have here for, oh, there we go. Righty. And then we're going to pull a couple of tea leaves for you. I love my tea leaves. Okay, let's see what we have here. This one at the top is calling me, and then this little purple one right here. It's hiding from me a month of the year. Okay, great. Take care of these, put these aside. We're going to take a look at our tarot in a moment, but first let's take a look at these oracle cards. And the first one is, there we go, you're ready. Momentum, validation, encouragement, prepared. What we see here is this bicycle that we're taking off the training wheels. Oh, that's so exciting, Virgo. What's ahead for you this year? This card definitely shows readiness to get on and go. I'm particularly drawn to the blue tones that are in his clothing because to me that's always about learning to speak your truth in love. Virgo, you can be a little perfectionistic, can't you? And you can also feel annoyed when people are incompetent or when they're disappointing you. But if you hold all of this inside, if you hold these strong feelings within you, you're going to feel weak and unprepared. So this card is calling for you to really step up and support yourself. Find your own momentum. Speak your truth. In the heavenlies right now is the sign that you are ready. Now, right now, I'm seeing how this card is unsteady. See that? So interesting to me because that doesn't typically happen. And so I feel like for you, Virgo, you may not be feeling resonance with being ready. In fact, you may be feeling the opposite. So we're going to dive in, see what the cards have to say. But remember, things are not always what they appear. Also, when you take the training wheels off of a child's bike, when they're riding at first, they're wobbly, just like this card. So I feel like the universe wants to normalize the sense of wobbliness that comes when there's a change coming. Okay, so let's take a look at our tea leaves. And we have scales. Keep your life in balance. I gotta love that. It's the opposite of wobbly. Keep your life in balance. And then we have a dark man dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. Interesting. So, and again, this is a dark-haired man also. So this could be indicating that during this next month, especially from now until mid-October, we're looking at the coincidences that might happen that could guide you into understanding how to act in this readiness. And then the month of the year is December. All right, good. So let's take this to heart. There is something coming in this last quarter of the year. This reading is for your birthday, so it extends, of course, throughout the year, but it does seem to indicate that something is happening before the end of the year that's going to cause you to want to take action. You may feel unready at times, but you are being so supported by your guides. Oh, I almost said guards. By your guards, your guardian angel, and your guides to not waste an opportunity. You can be too careful sometimes, Virgo. You understand that, don't you? And let's see what's our animal guide. The lion spirit. Be generous of spirit. Okay. There is a gifting. There is something that you need to be doing. You may have already been feeling this energetic pull, that there's an action. You may be a little bored. You may miss having a mission. Virgo, one of the things that is so important for your overall well-being is being active in a mission. And it could be that you've pulled yourself out of circulation for a little bit of time. You may have gone through a period of confusion or darkness, or it could just be that you're being called into a brand new arena and you're just not sure that you know how to proceed. And so let's draw some tarot cards and get some details here. What is it about this wish that you have? What is it about what is in your core being, your heart of hearts? What wish are you holding on to? Okay, and we have Ace of Wands. Absolutely the same identical energy, fresh start, and fresh start with power. Also, I do notice the tear that is falling from the eye of this particular figure, because there is some sadness always when life causes you to graduate or pass forward into a new realm. Sometimes it can be difficult to leave your training wheels behind, knowing there's going to be some stumbling on your way. That kind of humility can make all the difference for you, my dear, dear Virgo. And the devil. So in this particular art, I do love this card because we can be so tempted by appearances. We can take a leap sometimes without carefully considering what's coming next. I always am attentive to the figure in the bottom that is this devil represents a puppeteer, where something could be controlling part of your life that is simply not serving you anymore. Now, we will be doing tapping at the end of this reading, so as any blocks to energy are demonstrated through the story of the cards, we will be tapping about that. But my feeling is, if you're tempted to keep those training wheels on, if you're tempted to say, no, I'm not really ready, what we're seeing here is that your ability to balance your energy. You hear people talking about disentangling your nervous system, helping you regulate your anxiety and your nervousness is key here. The scales, finding the balance. Let's see what else we have. And we have the Four of Swords. So what we're seeing, your marching orders appearing early in the reading, is to consider rest and renewal. Rest and renewal. In fact, if you're taking notes, please write that down. In this upcoming, I would say 6 months for sure, there's going to be a lot of upheaval, a lot of opportunities for you. Yoga, meditation are going to be extremely beneficial for you to regulate that nervous system and see your challenges as opportunities. I love the artist's depiction of the Four of Swords in this particular deck, the Light Seers, because it's as if the figure is leaving her heart separate to heal while she snuggles into this nest that she's created to allow natural growth and progression to happen. Meditation can be very helpful for you, Virgo. I have a feeling there's somebody listening to me right now that you have actually stopped meditating. You used to do it, and now it's no longer part of your routine. My favorite teacher right now is Henry Shookman. You guys hear me talk about his app called The Way. I listen to his teaching every single morning, and I love what he says. He says, if you found that you've missed a few days of meditation, all you do is start again. There's no guilt. There's no I should be or I shouldn't be. It's just start. So let this be a call for you. I would say, Virgo, as my dear friend listening right now, that I know for sure that Virgo needs to have that rest. They need to have that separateness. And it is my wish for you that you would take up that challenge and reestablish meditation as part of your routine. See what else we have? Beautiful. Our Six of Cups. Okay, so with the Six of Cups, this always makes me think of reminiscing about family, reminiscing about how things used to be. Maybe it's one of your wishes, Virgo, to reconnect with someone or something from your childhood. Is there a hobby that you used to do that you loved? Maybe you loved riding a bike. How many years since you've been on a bike, right? You may have enjoyed drawing, writing, music. Whatever it was that you enjoyed when you were a child, consider bringing that into the recipe here for creating a prosperous and abundant year for yourself. Okay, let's go on. And we have the Magician. I feel like, in fact, this could be your wish. You might be wishing that you could achieve a new level of magic in your life. I'm just going to move this over a little out of the glare. That you feel like if only, I'm sensing if only energy. If only I could have this, I know my life would be complete. If only I was equipped, I could accomplish great things. And Virgo, you are ready. You have all the tools you need. I like that this card, I'm going to just put it here, as an oppositional energy to the devil. You have been tempted in the past, as all of us have, to get a little bit into fantasy, a little bit into wishing that other people could make our wishes come true. And this is what we can do this season, is just eliminate that. Take 100% responsibility for your own well-being. Trust the magic that you possess. There is a skill that you have that is waiting for life to be breathed into it. Virgo, if you are resonating with this, put it into the comments box. I am ready to be the magician. I am ready to be the magician. Write it down in the comments, my friend. Okay, let's see what else we have. And the Lovers. Lots of major arcana in your reading. And so as we look at that, the light dancing on this card, I kind of like that. I'm just playing with the light. Now, this is an example for you, Virgo. Sometimes you can have things that get in the way, and no matter what direction you look, you're like, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. How can I fix this? Because for Virgo, incompetence is a real challenge. When somebody is not doing their job, it gets under your skin a little bit more than some of the other signs. So what is the lesson here? Could you be attracting a soulmate? I think that could be in the cards, depending on what it is that you're starting here. But I'm sensing in this wish come true arena that this is bigger than a single life category. The Lover's card can signify a collaboration that's coming forward for you. Could be a friend. It could be somebody that wants to collaborate in business or in a really fun creative project. Maybe your wish has been, bring me someone. Bring me someone who believes in me. Bring me someone that can help me overcome the temptation to stay small. Bring me someone who can support this new dream. Bring me someone who can keep me accountable and make sure that I am following the desires of my entire being, body, mind, spirit, and soul, so that I am in cohesion, that I am not fighting my own self. I like when Abraham Hicks says, you have to be a cooperative component for your own self. You can't expect partners to come in and support you if you're not supporting yourself. And let's pull one more card. And we have the Seven of Swords. So what looks to me, my dear Virgo, it does look to me that you've had some opportunities in the past where people or circumstances have disturbed your peace. Something is in your mind. The swords are the suit of the thoughts. And look at how this crow is just hollering loudly, shouting out in the beautiful crow language, watch out, watch out, watch out. In the Waze app for driving, the lady comes on and says, watch out, there's a car in the lane ahead. And I feel like you have an early alert system, my dear Virgo, that's got you jumpy, rather than trusting the connection with something that brought you life previously. There's a strong energy of watch out, watch out. So this we're going to tap on here because this card is discordant with the other cards that are here in the reading. It could be an echo of the Devil card. The colors are the same and showing a desire that you may or may not be aware of, that you really wish you were not so guarded anymore, that you're tired of being so guarded. And now I'm just going to peek at the bottom of the deck. Oh, yes. I really love this card, the Five of Cups. This is what I call, it's a little bit of a poor me energy. I call it PMS, poor me syndrome. When there's a part of you that is mourning, it's hurting because of something you feel you have missed out on. The reality is we don't ever want to cry over spilled milk. We don't. We want to be able to trust that what needs to go, needs to go. Today's tapping is going to be all about this card. How can we walk away and leave our hurt feelings behind us, get ourselves regulated, get ourselves in balance, and allow ourselves to wish what it is that you're most deeply wishing for. Okay, so let me add this here. And if you're familiar with tapping, you will know exactly how to go and follow me. If you're brand new, there's only a couple things you need to know. Number one, just go ahead and speak the words, the sentences that I say after me. I'm going to be tapping on the side of my hand like this. I will also be guiding through the tapping spots, and you can find a map to them on the community of this channel. But if you're brand new or you just want to have a gentle approach, just tap your wrists together ever so gently as we repeat our statements, and it will work just as well to help plant some brand new seeds within your spirit for getting that wish granted. Okay, my friend, my dear Virgo. Okay, first of all, wrap your arms around yourself and hug yourself tight. Take a breath. Maybe there's somebody that you wish you could talk to in this birthday season and they're just not available for you. Hug yourself. Love yourself. Thank yourself for getting you to this point, right? Okay, on the side of the hand. Even though a part of me, go ahead, say right after me. Even though a part of me has a big wish, there's another part of me that's shaking its finger and saying, wishing is for children. And even though that causes a big conflict, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And even though I do want to expand my life, and I want to try new things, There's a part of me that's fearful, doubtful, and unsure. And even though that is a huge conflict within me, I deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. And even though a part of me does not feel ready to see my wish come true, there's another part of me that is calm and relaxed, knowing that if I get out of the way, everything will work out exactly as it is designed. And even though there's a lot of conflict between those two parts of me, I deeply and completely love and accept myself and all of my delightful conflictions. Good. On the eyebrow point, or tapping those inner wrists together. Eyebrow point, I am ready. Side of the eye, no, I'm not. Underneath the eye, a part of me is ready. Underneath the nose, but I don't like making mistakes. Chin, sure, I can be a little rigid sometimes. Collarbone, no one is as hard on me as I am to myself. Rib point, but I have an itch that I can't get to. Underneath the arm, there is something new that I want to accomplish this year. Top of the head, I can feel a sense of urgency about it. Eyebrow, but I'm having trouble launching. Side of the eye, it will be a little wobbly. Underneath the eye, but that doesn't mean it's wrong. Underneath the nose, it takes time and practice. Chin, to change a habit. Collarbone, I like a good challenge. Rib point, and maybe I can make a game out of it. Underneath the arm, maybe I can take from now till December. Top of the head, to focus on self-care. Eyebrow, maybe I can use this time, side of the eye, to recognize when my nervous system, underneath the eye, is out of whack. Underneath the nose, I don't need to dwell on the hurts in the past. Chin, sure, some terrible stuff happened. Collarbone, but I survived it. Rib point, fortunately for me. Underneath the arm, I am not in this alone. Top of the head, I have a divine connection. Eyebrow, angelic guidance. Side of the eye, and my own amazing imagination. Underneath the eye, that's waiting. Underneath the nose, for me to make a decision. Chin, to leave the past in the past. Collarbone, every day is today. Rib point, every day is now. Underneath the arm, nothing was wasted. Top of the head, I learned from all of the drama. Eyebrow, and I'm more ready than I ever have been. Side of the eye, for a major shift in focus. Underneath the eye, I know it's necessary. Underneath the nose, to quiet my human self. Chin, I am committed to finding a way. Collarbone, that works for me. Rib point, to find moments of quiet and peace. Underneath the arm, I know that great things are possible for me. Top of the head, and I'm willing to hand my wish over, eyebrow, to my highest self. Side of the eye, to orchestrate all that needs to be done. Underneath the eye, and allow a natural unfolding to occur. Underneath the nose, I am committed to change. Chin, I trust my guides to guide me. Collarbone, I will balance my nervous system. Rib point, and I will never give up. Underneath the arm, I am in it to win it. Top of the head, my life is just beginning. Excellent, you guys, excellent. Now we're going to finish. We're going to tap on the center of your chest and simply continue repeating after me. First, taking a deep breath. Good. I release to the cellular level any vows or promises that I have taken that are separating me from consciousness and disqualifying me from my own well-being. I release to the core of my being any old beliefs that are no longer serving me. I release patterns of thought that are holding me back. I release to the cellular level any doubt, fear, or disbelief that's ready to go. Just like a snake shedding its skin, I am ready to discard old protection systems that no longer fit and need to go. And one more, I release through my family line back into generations any allegiance to poverty or cruelty that have followed me into my life today. I am free. Okay, good. Now place your palm right on your chest. Take a couple of deep breaths as if your palm is breathing into your heart. And one more. Good. And let's close with these statements. I am so happy and relieved now that I understand how much support is here for me right now. I am happy and thankful now that I have marching orders to follow from Spirit. I am overjoyed and relieved now that I trust the universe, Source, the divine, to guide me step by step as I walk towards my wish fulfilled. Beautiful, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me today, dear Virgo, good friend Virgo. Be sure to leave in the comments the sense of being ready to be your own magician, that you claim the power of this card and that you will embody the magic you were born with. I will see you next month for your birthday party, next year for your birthday party, but do come back and join the readings whenever you're here, and know, dear Virgo, how close you are to my heart. Bye now.